Welcome back. This is my point of view for the Dark Souls challenge. If you want to see my build, you can go watch the video explaining how we randomized our characters and how this challenge was created. My buddy's side is also on his channel, but if you're here, you probably have already seen all that, and let's get started. That's what I wanted to do. Started with wasting a divine blessing. That's great. So we're allowed to use the items that we start with until we get the randomized items, and then they need to fill up the slots. So the challenge is to kill the most bosses. Now bosses are bosses if they have boss life. In the other forms that don't have a boss life, they're not a boss anymore. We played a lot of Dark Souls 1. Probably as much as most YouTubers you've seen. I mean, maybe like Lobos. Definitely, he's played more than us. But there aren't very many more people than that have played more Dark Souls 1 than us.
Oh, I've done this.
Did I miss my weapon? I seriously missed my weapon, didn't I? Well, it's been a little while. Where is it? So I know the catalyst is right here. Apparently we played too much Dark Souls because we played Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, all of it. Did I pick it up? Oh my gosh. I can't remember. Okay, so I've got my weapon. I'll need it. Need my shield for this guy up here, but that is a much better situation than I was in just a second ago when I didn't think I had a weapon. Let's see if I can get my timing down. Now one thing about these bosses, cheesing is totally 100% allowed. So for instance, if I have fire bombs right here, although technically I would have had to have that as a starting gift, that's allowed. If you have toxic poo, that's allowed. All of the cheesing methods. Ooh, missed him. What was the name of that boss? Is that the Asylum Demon? So I gotta keep track of the bosses that I kill on my character sheet so we can compare scores at the end. Let's see, what can I level up here? I need, as you might recall, my weapons are Samurai Sword, Broadsword, Uchi Katana. Those are my choices. Of those three, the Uchi is the best option. I also need to level 4 into Faith for the Sanctus. Great shield. I love that shield. I think right now we'll go this route because the mace will still benefit from the strength pretty well. So I got a bunch of heals available to me. Now one thing, 3 hours is quite a long time, but I don't expect to have killed every boss that is available in that time frame. I doubt very much that I'll even bother trying to fight Madness. Or... yeah, I already picked that up. Some of the harder bosses, like Calamite, I need to try to fight him if I can get there in the time frame. But also the bloated sorcerer's head is my helmet, and I'll need to get down there if I can. And that's a shield. I think this might be an item. Now I don't have the mystery key, so I won't be able to unlock all these doors. That is a major difficulty for me. There are lots of skips available in this game. Jumps, skips, all of that stuff. And those are all allowed. But they don't really help much. Except if we wanted to go to New Game Plus, because there's no limit on how far you go in New Game Plus even. It's just that the enemies are obviously a little bit harder. So I need to pop those first. I love playing the computer version of the randomizer, especially the enemy randomizer. Item randomizer is great. This was our way of playing randomizer with other people that don't have the capabilities of computer. And also nowadays, if we wanted to play together randomizing, the servers are off, so you can't. So here's an idea for you if you want to randomize with friends or family. And yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. I need to spend these souls after popping them all. And there's nothing down there for me because I don't have the key. So I have one way to go up here, but it can become two ways pretty easily. That is a ring. Ooh, too late, too early. Yeah, they don't need anything from them. Oh, unless they have Titanite. Nope, that's not titanite. I think this is a soul item here. I really need to get some souls, because I need to get to 14. Ooh. Yeah, I need the souls because I want to get the repair box, since Uchigatana will be my main weapon. I'll want to be able to repair it. And I need to buy the chainmail chest piece, because that's my chest piece. Okay, let's use some of these hills up if I can. How do I jump in this game? There we go. Yeah. So we're playing the PS4 remaster on the PS5, which means there probably won't be any sort of issues, crashing or anything like that. Not that Dark Souls 1 has that problem. Yes, playing offline. This is a soul item, yes, okay. And block, respond. I think this is a ring. Oh, soul, sweet. Sorry about the glitching there. Not much you can do. If you're in a small corridor, that happens a lot. That's why there aren't very many of those. Did I get them all to move up there? That could be a problem. Choose your fate. There you go. So I don't know if you know about this skip. It's one of those that I really enjoy unlocking this early on. Ever since I learned this skip. But it is somewhat difficult to do. And it might require quitting out if I'm falling to my death. As you can see, I've glitched through the terrain. I'm on top of the sewer here. If you've watched Dark Souls or played Dark Souls, then you know this is a merchant right here. And my goal is to get over here and drop down into those stairs. Yes, excellent. And now I've circumvented getting a key and unlocked a shortcut that isn't available for quite a while. Again, we're not speedrunners, but we know a little bit. I've never accomplished the roll glitching that speedrunners do, where I think you have to be in medium roll, and you can roll down impossible drops that would normally kill you. I can't do that stuff, but I can get that jump regularly. I'm gonna use a heal. I'm not going to bother with these two guys, although they have a chance of dropping Titanite. They're just annoying. Kind of waste of time. See what I can get. Okay, the key should drop, but the bottomless box, on the other hand, I don't need. The repair box, on the other hand, I do need, and it costs more than I have. So the other thing I can buy, chain armor.
Thank you, Kai.
How is my carry weight? So to be fast rolling, you have to be 25% or lower. Which means I would have to have 56 to be at 25%. Well, I can replace the mace with the Uchikatana here in just a minute. I need to get 3,000 souls though. So, actually, I think the remastered version allows you to use multiples. Does it? Yes, okay. That is not enough, so I need 1,200 souls to buy the repair box, which I desperately need to be able to repair my Uchikatana. Now I believe the blacksmith will have it as well, but I don't want to take any risk there. Oh yeah, you can summon NPCs. Right, we're playing offline because invaders would skew the situation. If one of us were to get invaded by one of the twins at the beginning here and waste all of our 3-hour time limit, for instance. There are some very, very strong, overpowered early builds that people will go through into the DLC and grab the Dark Bead spell and just one-shot you. I think this is throwing knives, yes, and a crossbow over here. I don't know if there's a soul item with this crossbow though. Pretty sure there's not. Nope. Oh well. No problem. Now, I don't know if you noticed in the randomizer, there was no limit to spells. You can use any spell you can use, but you have to have a catalyst of some sort. Like, right now I've got the starting catalyst guy. It's called a talisman for clerics. And I'm getting the trophies because I haven't played the remastered version on the PS5 yet. So now I'm re-getting all of the trophies another time. Pretty cool. Okay. Dealt with that ambush. Over here we have some fire bombs. Ambush around the corner. Suppose I could use some consumables. I really don't like taking firebombs to the face, so... And he can fly, I believe. Definitely want this lightning resin, but we won't have the key for that door until I kill the undead merchant, which means I need 500 more souls. Even then, I can't use the Uchintana. Oh, dang. All facing this direction. There you go. And... oh, I forgot to switch. Well, at least I was too short to take all those hits. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. There we go. Yeah. That's gotta be enough. Well, we have an archer up here I could go. I think he's only going to give about 100 though, so just barely be where I need to be. And I still need a Titanite shard. That is great. So, stat-wise, my dexterity, I need 3 levels to be able to wield it. That is one flaw in my idea. Of leveling the strength first, because had I leveled dexterity first, I could two-hand the weapon. But I thought I would get more soul items here at the beginning. That was supposed to be a kick. It just takes so long to kill these guys. It's not really necessary or worthwhile. Because they like to spin with you when you're trying to get behind them. And kicking them usually causes the second to stab you in the face. Here we go. Repair box. Okay, now he should drop the residence key, as well as the orange soapstone. I don't think he drops the dried fingers. Let's see here. There's nothing else I can buy or use except for repair powder, but I'm gonna grab fire bombs. Yeah, I'll grab 2 fire bombs.
I come back soon.
See if I can do this.
You've gone mad, have you? I'll teach you, you lousy whining
Little Yulia. Okay, he also had a humanity, and we do get the dried finger now that it's on his shop instead of all the way in Painted World. So now I have to wear this weapon since I have it, but I can't use it at the moment, and that is unfortunate. Here we go. The most important item that Key provides me for this run is this gold pine resin right here. It'll help quite a bit versus the asylum demon. No, Taurus demon that's coming up. And down here we have a black knight. He could have a chunk, but I think it'll be a blue chunk. It isn't necessary for me to get anything from him, because he's guarding the blue stone ring, blue tear stone ring. Let's see. Now there's no limit on anything, like deaths or anything like that. You can die as many times as you die in the challenge. There's no penalty for points, but obviously the more you die, the more time you will have wasted traversing the same zone. Right, this is... No, it's upstairs. The box is right here. The barrels. There should be a crystal lizard for me to get. There it is. Nice. Oh, that is so good. Okay. Gotta get rid of the crossbowman first. I think I can beat this guy. A little difficulty, unless I have some problem because I'm not fast rolling. I usually try to fast roll as much as possible. So if you're new to Dark Souls or you think it's too difficult, this is the simplest. Like, the cleric is easy mode for the most part. All you need to do is focus on block and respond. You could get a heavy shield with strength. Strength is the easiest way to play. And the free heals you get from the cleric's heal ability are extremely useful at the beginning of the game. Of course, they take time, so you can't be fighting. You just stand there and heal in front of them. In front of the enemies. But I barely leveled, and look at that damage. Ooh, it's going to do a backstep. Miss. And dead. That was the touristy. Now comes the super difficult challenge. Since Solaire is here, if I can defeat him, I need to defeat him now. If he defeats me here, then he should remain here. But, sorry for those of you that will be upset. My challenge is to use the Sunlight Straight Sword, and I have to try to use it.
If a stubborn beast you see, I have no choice. The warrior of the sun will not just sit and take it. Hurrah!
Okay. Block respawn. Ooh, it's bat rolling.
Why do you?
Sorry. It's in my nature. I am a cleric, after all. So I got my Sunlight Straight Sword, which means I am going to have to change my weapon here. And I can't wield it either. That's okay though, because I have the souls to level. If I make it to the bonfire. Let's see if I can make it. My other weapon is a broadsword, which I have to buy at Andre. And that'll be the end of my capability of... Oh shoot. No. No. I forgot to heal before I started this run. I'm out. Okay. And now I am in trouble. I could go rest and use these souls, but getting there after not getting past the first shot is so much more difficult. Let's give it a shot. Don't run into the wall. Don't run into the wall. And dodge down the stairs. So I guess I was wrong. The dragon didn't even decide to fire at me at all. Let's rest for our first reset of enemies. Okay, we've got 1414. Perfect. I can use the Sunlight Straight Sword or the Uchikatana now. Also, want some endurance for carry weight. Okay, let's get some weapons out of the way. It's too bad since we're offline. Some of these things might actually create vagrants. My first encounter with a vagrant, I thought it was a crystal lizard. I found one in the tower where the crossbowman is, on the path that I just took. That tower where there's a crossbowman at the top. And there was a vagrant in there. I was headed backwards after having gotten the crystal lizard that you saw me get just a moment ago. I thought it was a weird crystal lizard the first time I saw that. This game has so many little intricacies like that that make it possibly the best game they've ever made. Let's see. I'm gonna have to replace that soon. Oh, I could do a little farm here. I'm not gonna waste too much of our time. But we only have 1 minute 39 seconds until the timer goes off. We're timing our videos to about 40 minutes each. So we'll be just under 3 hours in the total. I can't wait to use this. Okay, 1 minute remaining. So I think this next one... Yes. If those guys die again, I'll be able to level one more time. So I will trigger the fire and have him jump down and go towards that bonfire. So, if you stop here, you can see the dragon can't hit me. My goal here is to get him to jump down, in which case I'm going to run across and go to that bonfire right there and light that, and rest of that. But sometimes he doesn't want to cooperate. So here we are at the 40-minute mark. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.